Hello, today is Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. My name is Daniel Mullany, and behind the camera again we have Nico Greina. And today we are here to film a video source inspection for Sitek Process Solutions of two new spin rinse dryers. Our customer is a university located here in the United States, and their PO number ends with C01004. So I'll go ahead and get the process started on these systems and then discuss them as they run. In our first chamber right here, we have 200 millimeter substrates. Okay. Our next chamber here, we have 150 millimeter. And in our last chamber, we also have 150 millimeter. I'll now take a step to the back of the systems and identify their serial numbers for the video. So in our double stack system, we have SRD-01634, and our standalone here is SRD-01727. While I'm back here as well, I'll be taking a look at both of the system's drains. Everything is draining out to our floor drains properly. There are no leaks or anything. I'm also going to activate and deactivate the water recirculation on each of the chambers. Okay, just confirm that the double stack is working properly and the standalone as well. I can also see that we have labeling for all of the facility inputs on both systems. And when I put my hand over the drain vents, I can feel a little positive pressure pushing out from the chambers that are now kicking into their dry steps. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're demonstrating these spin rinse dryers using our standard, what Sitek would consider a fairly standard recipe. We have a 60-second rinse at a low RPM at 500. We then go into our purge step for 10 seconds to blast remaining DI water out of the manifold. We're then going to spin at a high RPM for about a minute and a half. This is to sling the majority of the water off of our cassette and substrates. And then we're going to drop down to a lower RPM, again about 500, to then run for 5 minutes to complete the drying process. This recipe, where we run fast for a short period of time and then run slow for a longer period of time, is what has been determined to be an optimal drying recipe for the most appropriate results to our substrate surfaces. Okay, so everything's looking good right now. We've got about 30 seconds left of dry one on this system. I can also see that our Slick Device touchscreen controllers are demonstrating which components are currently active on each of our chambers. I can see that they are consuming about 5 amps on the N2 heaters and about 3.5 amps on the bowl heaters. I can also see that our low pressure purge and our N2 dry is active on all of the chambers. We also have the 20 psi pressure switch being met on all of our chambers. And now that we have finished our high RPM dry 1, we're dropping down to our lower RPM dry 2, and our anti-static is now kicking on. These chambers will follow that same process. The anti-static is designed to deionize the chamber, so that way any static charge that might have built up during the high RPM spinning of the Teflon cassette is dissipated and prevents any damage to the devices from happening, or higher particle counts when you would pull the cassette from the chamber, and then any particles in the room that might be there would attract to it. So the anti-static unit is responsible for two main functions that I just described right there. What I'd like to also talk about a bit today is the fact that these spin rinse dryers are going to a university. Universities are one of our most important customers that we have here at Sitek. We like to do everything that we can to support universities and research institutions for all that they offer to the semiconductor industry. Personally, I just think it's one of my favorite customers to service because just the energy that those sites have and their focus on training our younger people into understanding what is semiconductor and how can they have a career in semiconductor is just a really fantastic thing. I just really enjoy that whole experience. And so when we have a couple systems like this that are going to be going into a university to help them train our future is just an exciting thing overall. I really gives me a lot of joy with seeing our brand in when we go into sites like that, and helping our people that are getting trained up in the industry see and understand what Sitek is and what we offer, and how we can help them not only with their younger days in a university, as I've been talking about, but also then when they transition to the actual workforce, and then they'll see our equipment there continually supporting wet processing. So wanted to bring that up. And if you are a university watching this video right now, I want to let you know that we also have a lot of really flexible ways that we can work with universities in order to make help get our equipment into your building and support your processes, whether that's friendly terms that we offer, university discounts, or new versus refurbished options. There's a lot of ways that we can be flexible with you to help work with your budget and get the equipment and products into your building that you need. Not only do we have those types of offerings to support universities, but then we also have other products that are generally friendly to the manufacturing environment that you all are working in. A good example would be our custom cassette offerings. So one of the things that I've noticed when walking through universities quite often is that people are renting out lab space time, and they are then doing R&D on odd-shaped substrates. So whether you have glass slides that are being produced on, or a 1" by 1" square chip, or other items like that, there's a variety of reasons why we see that happening, whether they're researching on a new substrate type, or just trying to save money by cutting a wafer into quadrants because they're just doing hand processing. If you're in a situation like that, we offer a variety of custom cassettes and products that are going to help you handle those odd-shaped substrates. We actually have another video about that on our YouTube channel, which is where you're at right now, under our products section. So if you're thinking about an odd-shaped substrate that you're working with, and you're interested in how our custom cassettes can work with you to process that and potentially get that transition from hand drying into a spin rinse dryer, go check out our product page right now, because the combination between our custom cassettes and our inserts is a great way for you to stop hand drying, get into a semi-automated process, and get much more consistent results with your research and development. Okay, so everything's going great right now on the spin rinse dryers. We've got about 40 seconds left on this chamber, and then we can start inspecting the product. Another thing that I'm noticing now is that our bowl heater indication has turned yellow. So that tells me that the bowl heaters have hit temperature and now are in an idle state. Basically, once we're at temperature, we're going to be turning the bowl heaters on and off periodically to maintain a consistent temperature on the bowl. Although the bowl heaters don't really provide a lot of drying power to the substrates and cassette themselves, they are instrumental in helping the water that sits at the bottom of the bowl evaporate out, which is going to prevent a buildup of humidity, as well as just puddling at the bottom of the chamber at the end of the process cycle. Okay, so our first system is done, our 4300 right here. Once we upright, we're then going to turn, our light indicator will turn blue, letting us know we had a successful process run. It demonstrates on here that we had a successful run of 460 total seconds. When I reach in, I can feel the end tube purging in warm, the cassette is warm, and all of our substrates are dry and ready for the next step in the manufacturing process. I'll jump over to our 150 millimeter. Again, I can feel the end tube purging in warm when I reach in, the cassette is warm, and all of our substrates are dry. On to the last chamber. Again, the chamber's warm. Here we have a full boat. All the substrates are dry and the cassette is warm to the touch. All right, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to view my video source inspection for today. Again, this video is filmed for Sitek Process Solutions. And if you're interested to learn more about our company, please check out some more of the videos on our YouTube channel, such as our video source inspections, our products, our how-tos, our troubleshooting. We have all kinds of videos out there. Or go to our website at www.sitekprocess.com. What I'd prefer most, though, is that if you're interested about what we do here at Sitek, just pick up the phone and give us a call at 916-797-9000, and to reach me, dial extension 2201. Thank you for your time.